Okay, so Sudhir, thanks a lot for the time you gave for this introduction.
Yes,
And
sir.
this particular interaction is related to your multiple selections in PhD program, Sudhir. You got IIT Delhi, you got IIT Kanpur, IIT Ropar, IIT Madras. So uh, this particular interaction is related to that. So before I go forward, I want you to tell us, Sudhir, about your background, up which college you are graduated, and after the graduation you've done your masters also. So from where you did your masters, and then we come to this PhD selections in PhD programs, and what is the procedure that everything would like to know. So,
Yes,
brief of your background.
yes, sir. First of all, sir, good afternoon, and I would like to thank YourPedia team for providing me this opportunity to share my experience and journey. So, my name is Sudhir Gupta. I am from a small area, Bagunpur, Chhattisgarh, and I have done my BTech from State Government College, that is Government Engineering College, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, in Mechanical Engineering branch. And after that, I have got placement also into jobs, sir. But I preferred higher studies, and I appeared for GATE 2020. And in the basis of that score, sir, I have joined NIT Silchar in thermal engineering for my masters. And this year I have just passed out in my 2022 from NIT Silchar, and then I gave PhD interviews for in summer, and I got selected in 3 IITs, and in IIT Madras also I am in the waiting list, sir.
Okay, so Sudhir, you got NIT Silchar, and NIT Silchar is very good NIT as per my knowledge. Northeast may this NIT is doing very good nowadays.
Yes, sir.
So since you've come from there, I would like to even ask you about the situation of placements in NIT Silchar. I have, as per my knowledge, it is coming up. It is fast coming up NIT, or students are preferring this NIT now. So can you give us some idea about the placement of NIT Silchar?
Yes, sir. Sir, as far as NIT is concerned,
Yes, so you were telling something about Silchar, yeah.
yes, sir. Sir, NIT Silchar is top in the recent NIRF ranking, sir. It has been ranked in the 8th position, sir. It is continuously growing, sir, no doubt. And as far as placement is concerned, sir, NIT is improving every year, sir, for its placements. This year also, many companies like TCS, Infosys, and other companies, other educational institutes like Akash, Byju's, they have approached and taken so many students from our institute, sir. So in placements also, it is too good, sir, if someone wants. And apart from that, sir, in higher studies research field, it has shown how much potential it has, sir, no doubt.
Okay. So, Sudhir, when you completed your masters, what was your CGPA in your MTech?
Sir, in my MTech, sir, I was having CGPA of 9.16, sir.
Okay.
Total.
So, is the GATE score required for getting call from PhD in IITs, or without GATE also you get on the basis of only CGPA?
Sir, basically, sir, some of the IITs they require GATE score, sir, but that not to be so much high. They just want that you should be GATE qualified for your statement purpose or for your knowledge purpose. But if you don't have GATE score also, then also with the help of your good percentage in BTech, MTech, you can get good call from good IITs.
Okay, so that means like old IITs like IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, I don't think GATE is mandatory.
Yes, sir.
Only CGPA is required, and they want
Yes,
to
sir.
check your work in MTech.
Yes, sir.
So
Project
now,
work is so important, sir, in your MTech.
yes. So now I'm coming to that part only, Sudhir. Tell us something about the project which you have done in MTech, because I am of the opinion that if you got selected in PhD program in old IITs like IIT Delhi, it can only be if your project is very good. So tell us something about your project in MTech.
Yes, sir. For selection in top IIT, sir, your MTech project work is very important, sir. If your MTech project work is good, then definitely you will get call from good IITs and you will get selected. And in my case also, sir, I have done projects in most popular area, solar energy, that is renewable energy area, sir. And since as everyone knows, there is crisis of energy everywhere and lack of non-renewable sources of energy. So every country, India also, they are focusing towards solar areas or renewable sources of energy for fulfilling this energy demand. And basically, my project was on building energy conservation with the help of solar energy, where, sir, as per the report published by the World Business Council of Sustainable Development, that 40% of the India's energy or world's energy is consumed in the buildings, sir, in heating, cooling, lighting, all these kinds of things. So with the help of solar energy, we can reduce the lighting load or heating or cooling load with proper orientation of the building or with proper passive strategies, so that we can, like one feature I will say, sir, some people used to plant deciduous trees so that they can get good sunlight in the winters, and when the leaves will be shed off, they will get good sunlight, and in summer that tree will help them in protecting from high sunlight. So these features we can include in buildings and save energy from our building consumption, sir.
So Sudhir, what is the ultimate finding of your MTech project?
Sir, in my MTech project, ultimately, sir, I have designed a house, 1 BHK house, for the people of Assam, Silchar. There, sir, I have find the optimum thickness, optimum orientation, and face change material which will be suitable for the buildings, so that the building will be having lower energy consumption and good energy storage with the help of phase change materials if we will incorporate them in the building walls.
So did you use some kind of software analytical tool?
Yes, sir. For this, sir, I have used building energy software popularly called Design Builder, sir. In this, I have designed 1 BHK building, as I was saying, and after that, sir, with the help of Energy Plus, that is building energy calculation software, with the help of that, I have calculated the heating load, cooling load, and I have optimized all the possibilities that we can introduce in the buildings to get the best optimum solution for the building in Assam, sir.
Okay. Now, Sudhir, let's come to your PhD interviews and all. So since you got selected in IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Ropar, and you're waiting in IIT Madras, so I want you to share with us your interview experience of IIT Delhi. How was it? How many professors were there, and what they started asking you when you went there?
Yes, sir. Sir, getting into IIT Delhi, it was really very tough out of whatever I have given. And from my MTech only, sir, from my BTech, I was having something that I will get into IITs in my future. But from my MTech only, when I choose this project in solar energy, sir, I was knowing that this work of solar energy or this heat transfer, it is best in IIT Delhi. No one can provide better work in solar energy or heat transfer. Then I have finalized myself that I have to go into IIT Delhi, sir, during my MTech only. But I have applied for others also, since no one knows what will happen. And as far as interviews and returns are concerned, sir, many IITs, they directly take interviews, sir. They don't shortlist in the written, sir. Like IIT Madras, they just seen my profile, my past CPI, and they have shortlisted me for the interviews. But IIT Delhi, they have conducted very tough written test, I should say, because whatever, how many people have applied, in that, sir, they have only shortlisted 30 to 40 people from all over India after the written test screening, sir. And after getting in that, sir, and it was very difficult to clear that written exam. But as I have prepared for the GATE 2022 also, sir, this year I have appeared for GATE 2022. So I was in touch with most of the subjects of thermodynamics or mechanical engineering. So questions were almost GATE levels. And if you will refresh your basic knowledge, then you can get into, or you can clear the written test. I have cleared the written test of almost all the IITs, whichever I have given. Only the benefit was with me of my written test, sir. And after that, in the interview, sir, there were in IIT
Okay,
Delhi.
Sudhir, tell me, your written exam was online or it was offline?
Sir, it was for Delhi, it was online, sir. But for other IITs like IIT Kharagpur, it was offline, sir.
So what was the question? What were the questions in written exam? Objective, it was objective paper, subjective paper. What kind of pattern it was?
Yes, sir. Sir, it was not objective at all, sir. Not a single question from objective. Questions were there. You will have to use your concepts, solve them, and put data into type, sir. You have to put the answer that you have calculated, and the questions were from all the fields, sir. From thermal also there were some questions, from IC engine also, and some questions from fluid also, sir. So you have to be good in all the fields, sir. Then only you can clear the written.
So they were typically gate type paper or something else? I mean, what kind of questions were there?
Sir, gate level questions were there, sir. Yes, sir. One question I have remembered, sir, that you will be given potential function, then you have to calculate the velocity.
Okay.
That, yes, sir. That kind of questions were there.
Okay. Okay, and then after that, it was so it was only technical or reasoning, aptitude, and maths also questions were there.
No, sir. In Delhi, sir, only technical questions were there, and only one phase was there for written clearing. And after that, there was directly interview call from them.
Okay.
And there, sir, there were panel of 6 to 7 people, and they were expertise from different areas. And in the interview also, sir, they have asked me questions from, means one faculty have asked me questions from thermodynamics, one faculty have asked me questions from heat transfer, and another faculty have asked me questions what I have written, what I have gave in the written test. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So Sudhir, if you remember questions, they'll be very relevant for students who are listening you. What kind of questions were asked in interview?
Yes, sir. Sir, they have started from the basic question, sir, like difference between heat and work, which is very basic question. And after that, they have asked me entropy principle from from thermodynamics, sir. And in heat transfer, sir, they have asked me about fully developed fully developed design and Newton's law of cooling. Yes, sir. These questions, and after that, from thermodynamics, this written test, as far as I have remembered, I have solved one problem uh, on the basis of momentum conservation. That problem they just put in my screen, and they have asked me how you have solved, what was your approach, whether you have solved it correctly or wrongly. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for them, but they want to know your approach. That's how you will approach to the problems in research. They want to know, sir.
Okay. So how many professors were asking you questions?
Sir, to me, sir, 3 professors have asked, sir.
Did they ask you about your MTech project also?
Yes, sir. At the end, sir, after the completion of the interview, sir, they have asked me for my MTech project, and based on that, there were projects also, sir. Then they have asked me, they are like these projects are in the field of building energy conservation. We are having with us. Would you be like to join that or not? And at the end, they have asked these questions regarding to projects and projects that MTech project and what projects they were having. They have asked me, and they have ended up the interview, sir.
So how long was the interview, Sudhir?
Sir, the interview was around 15 to 20 minutes, sir.
Okay.
Since there were very less students also, sir, and they have shortlisted already, so they want to test the knowledge of every field, and they have ended in 20 minutes, sir.
It was offline interview.
No, sir, online interview, sir.
Online interview it was.
Yes, sir. For Delhi offline, sir, as I told you, sir, that I have reached very less places in offline interviews, sir, since my MTech was in May 2022, and in Assam there was flood also in that time, sir. So I have appeared for mostly online interviews, and offline I have not visited much, sir.
Sudhir, how your interview in IIT Kanpur was different because it was renewable energies, sustainable energy, I suppose.
Yes, sir. I myself want to tell about that one, sir.
Yes.
See, sir. First of all, I have applied in some different area like sustainable energy there, sir. And since my project was also from energy department, so the questions were, sir, basically from first of all from mechanical only, sir. Since they have seen my profile that I am from mechanical branch, so the questions were from mechanical, and there, sir, they have also conducted written also, sir. Where in the written, sir, what you were saying, that things were there, means apart from mechanical, there were broad area questions, sir. Like from reasoning also something, from maths also something. Questions were there apart from mechanical only. And after clearing their written, sir, in the interview, my interview was not that much good there, sir. I have first, they have asked me questions about which subjects you would like to answer, or which is your strong subjects. Then I told them heat transfer. Then they have asked me from some questions from radiation, since my project was on solar energy, so radiation plays very important role. And I was not able to give some of the answers. Then they have asked me, I can tell some another topic which I am good at. So I told them heat exchanger, and they have asked so many questions from heat exchanger, like LMTD method. How would you
Unmute yourself, Sudhir. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there were so many questions. Interview was not means I have not given the answers of all the questions, sir. I was not that much sure that I will get.
Please unmute yourself.
Realize, get, sir. If we are not able to give the answer of all the questions also in the interview for PhD, they just check our concepts, and whatever we know, we should say only those things. We should not go in other ways, sir, because they are the expertise, no doubt.
So वो कितने देर चला होगा आपका इंटरव्यू आईआईटी कानपुर में?
Yes, sir. That interview was, sir, around 30 to 40 minutes, sir. They have just asked me everything, sir. In every topic, they have tried to see how much depth knowledge I am having, sir. That's why in some of the cases I was not able to answer, sir, but in most of the cases I gave answer, and I finally got call from IIT Kanpur, sir.
Good. So, and what about Ropar? It was also online?
Yes, sir. IIT Ropar also, sir. I have applied IIT Ropar, sir, since there my sir has told me, sir, that solar work is good at IIT Ropar. So I have applied, since there was no energy department in IIT Ropar, so I applied for mechanical energy, sir, mechanical energy department, and that was also online. There was a panel of 6 to 7 faculties there also, sir, and each faculty has asked 4-5 questions related to solar also. Solar only they have asked to me, and I was able to answer all the questions, I feel. So there I was expecting the call that it should come, because it was very good interview. Means it was the best interview I can say from whatever I have given this summer. So I was expecting call from there, sir, and I have got also.
Acha, Sudhir, what difference did you find between the various interviews in Delhi, Kanpur, Madras, Ropar?
Yes, sir. Sir, in Delhi, sir, I have seen, sir, they are in mechanical department as I have applied. So, sir, I have seen they were focusing on mechanical. In written also, they are focusing on mechanical, and in interview also they have asked me questions about mechanical. But, sir, since I have applied in Kanpur in sustainable energy department, there since many people can apply, not only mechanical people can apply, electrical or any other branches can also apply. So in written test also there were questions from electrical also, Kirchhoff's law and all these concepts for electrical people. There were questions from some chemical reactions also. So if you will apply for separate department in separate institute, sir, so you will have to prepare accordingly for the written test and as well as for the interview, sir. What I have realized.
Okay, so Sudhir, why now finally you are planning to join IIT Delhi?
Yes, sir. Sir, since I told sir that my dream was to get into IIT Delhi from my BTech only, sir. And since my MTech guide, Dr. Agnimitra Biswas in thermal engineering, sir, from NIT Silchar, when I have opted this project in solar energy, sir, or energy or heat transfer, you can basically say from heat transfer it is related to. Then sir told me that this area or this topic, it is based in IIT Delhi. And looking at the profiles and research papers of IIT Delhi only, I have got inspiration, sir, for this research work. And whatever difficulties I was facing, I was constantly contacting them. So I was bit confident, sir, I have to go there, sir. And at last I have got also, sir.
So Sudhir, you have any plan in your mind after PhD what you want to do?
Yes, sir. For after PhD, I have planned for postdoc, sir. From foreign, sir, I will go. I have planned, and after that, I will get into some reputed institutes like IITs and NITs for teaching profession. Since
Okay.
I am so much interested in teaching, and in my BTech also, I was giving tuitions, and in my school days also. So teaching is my passion, you can say, sir. So I will prefer for that in my future also. That's why
Wonderful.
I have left the
Mm.
job also, sir. Whatever jobs I have got in my BTech placement, sir.
Hmm. Okay, Sudhir, now last question I'll ask you is, have you identified the research area in which you want to pursue your research in PhD?
Yes, sir. It will be related to, sir, in MTech, sir. I have done in cooling, sir, building cooling for the people of Assam. And since I am in Delhi, and also, sir, some areas climate might be different. So now I am focusing on both, sir, heating and cooling purpose with the help of solar energy in buildings, and I will continue, sir, here also,
Okay.
sir.
So,
That's why I have choose IIT Delhi, sir, because here I can stick with my research interest and research area, sir.
so as per you, Silchar में जो काम कर रहे थे उसी का extension आप यहाँ पे करोगे?
Yes, sir.
And maybe your guide in Silchar has also told you about that.
Yes,
So
sir.
building
And
cooling के ऊपर
softwares also, sir, that I was using there, it is bit very useful here also, sir.
तो building cooling के ऊपर you want to work, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is wonderful, Sudhir, and we have come to an end of this wonderful session. So you got into a couple of IITs PhD program, and you have done wonderful work in MTech also, because CGPA was very good. On the basis of that, you got multiple calls and you converted those calls.
Yes,
So
sir.
Sudhir, we wish you all the very best for your PhD, and I'm very sure in future, after completion of your PhD and postdoc, you will get multiple opportunities for becoming the teacher also in such institutes. Thanks a lot, Sudhir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your